Joining me on a Terror Machine. This is your love reading for the month of August 2017, and this will be for the sign of Scorpio. So let me go ahead and shuffle these cards to see what energies you'll be working with for the ending of the month and what you was working with at the beginning of the month. Okay, you have two or three of them flying out already. Okay. Okay, for Scorpio, you have in the middle of the ring, you have the Emperor and the Upright. So the Emperor and the Upright is saying that for singles, you could be meeting somebody that presents themselves with a lot of confidence, they have this authority type attitude that they carry, and they present it to you when they're trying to get with you to be in a one-on-one relationship. Either you're presenting this to somebody you're talking to, or somebody is presenting this to you, that you are displaying a certain attitude, or this person is displaying a certain attitude, that when it comes to being in a one-on-one relationship, they know how to be authoritative, or they know specifically what they want in a one-on-one relationship that they feel will be a benefit to whatever they have around them, or what they consider will add a benefit to them when it comes to being in a one-on-one relationship. Either you're thinking this about a person you meet, or a person is thinking this about you. If you already coupled up, what it's saying is that your companion or you are going to have more control over what is going on in the relationship, or have more reign or say so when it comes to bringing something into the relationship that they feel is positive or negative. They're going to make the judgment call on it, and they're going to exert their power to make sure that certain things that you're bringing into the relationship is not throwing anything off when it comes to whatever you already built with your companion. Either your companion is going to be doing this, or you're going to be doing this to the companion when they come with an idea that they feel that could be a benefit. You going to go ahead and judge it. You're going to take the information in, and then you're going to make a power decision to when it comes to whatever they bring it to see if it will work or not work. So you're going to be very cut dry when it comes to certain things that is being brought to the relationship to be a benefit. What you have underneath you is the Death and the Upright. The Death and the Upright is saying that for singles, you may be entering a period that every potential person you meet to be in a one-on-one relationship with can bring a certain change to how you think about relationships and how you interact with a person once you in a relationship. A person could be seeing that in you, or you seeing this in every person that you meet, that each person is carrying a good benefit that you never had before in a one-on-one relationship. So if you get um in a relationship with that particular person, it would change you in such a way that it can help wash out old things that you dealt with in the past from past relationships, or bring a new thought on how you can move forward with that particular person when it comes to being in a one-on-one relationship. Either somebody think that about you, or you going to be thinking about this with different type of potential candidates to be in a one-on-one relationship with. um if you already coupled up, the Death is saying with this new stuff that you bringing into the relationship, and your companion is being more authoritative about what you bringing into the relationship, or being more controlling over what they bring, bring it into the relationship that's going to be better. Whatever you decide to do will bring a change to your current bond with your companion. Either you're doing this to the companion, or the companion going to be doing this to you, based on what is being brought to them, and the decision is made to move forward to add something positive to the relationship will alter the way you and your companion are dealing with each other in this month and moving forward on. But it could have a positive or a negative effect, because the death card is more of a neutral card when it comes to if the change will work for you or don't. Only time will tell if the change will be beneficial after the decision is made to actually adopt it in your relationship. What you have in the past is the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So the Nine of Cups in reverse for singles, it's saying in the past you may have met people that was one cold hearted, or they wasn't emotionally satisfied with how they end up in a one-on-one relationship, or they displayed this uneasiness when it's being in a one-on-one relationship with them, or the person you dealing with in the past always feel like the candidate they getting is more cold-hearted, or they're not as what they expected once they get in a relationship with them. Either you did this to somebody in the past, or somebody in the past did this to you when you was talking to them, because they seen a potential that maybe you had a characteristic that kind of tricked off some old stuff that they dealt with in the past, and they automatically went to some kind of negative feeling when it came to trying to get into a one-on-one relationship with you. Either somebody did this to you, or you did this to somebody in the past. For people already coupled up, what it's saying is maybe in the past you was hoping for something to come through on the relationship to craft it to a better level, but what happened was it may have came in and it left you unsatisfied with the results of whatever was brought into your relationship to make it better. Either your companion felt this about whatever was being brought into the relationship in the past, or you felt like this, that it was made to be bigger than what it was, and then when everything kind of settled, you didn't get the result that you wanted. You wanted more happiness, and more of a whimsical kind of greater benefit out of it. But when it actually finished and was said and done, it kind of left you flat emotionally of whatever was being brought into your relationship. Either your companion thought about this, or you thought about this with your companion. What you have above you is the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So for singles, what it's saying is either you're displaying yourself that you are financially secure to whoever you talking to, or somebody is presenting this to you that they are financially secure and they are super grounded and they have their stuff too together when it comes to having their own stuff and not needing to get in a relationship to obtain anything physical like money or some kind of status. The person you talking to, or somebody see this in you, that if they get in a relationship, that's something that they don't have to worry about of you getting in a relationship just for a financial gain or some kind of physical gain that will cause a burden to them. Either you see this in somebody that you're talking to, or somebody see this when you're talking to them, that is that you're super grounded and confident and solid on what you built for yourself when you comes to being in a one-on-one relationship, or linking up with somebody to be in a one-on-one relationship. If you already coupled up, it says that your relationship is solid and you built enough solid ground financially, or something that you feel that causes your foundation or your union with your companion not to be faltered. No matter what is hitting it, you are solid and confident, and that could be with finances, that could be with a physical bond that you have. that you kind of perfected throughout the years or throughout the time that you was with your companion, so you're not worried about anything financial or anything that will disturb your foundation if it comes from the outside. It's more of a confidence of where the status of you and your companion is at this current time. Either your companion thinking this, you're thinking this about the companion, or you both are thinking about this as a whole when it comes to your relationship. What you have going in the future is the Hierophant and the Upright. So for singles, you could be asking people for advice to try to get what their thought is on how they get into good relationships. You asking friends for questions, or the Hierophant, everybody like to say it's a teacher and it's all these people that have degrees. To me, it's more of you ask somebody that knows something that you don't know. So you're trying to fit, you asking people that you feel that has more experience of being in a one-on-one relationship, or dating experts, or your friends who have good relationships. You're asking them for information on how to obtain the same thing that they had by taking their advice and using it when it comes to you finding a potential person to be in a one-on-one relationship. Either the person you're meeting is asking somebody for advice on how to get you, or you're asking advice of a friend or somebody to figure out how you can get this person to be in a one-on-one relationship. Or you could be meeting a person that is a teacher or a spiritual person, or somebody that's in a position to give out knowledge to somebody, or they're a knowledgeable person, and you could be meeting that person, and that could be one of the candidates that you are talking to. Either you're talking to them, or this person will be coming at you to want to be in a one-on-one relationship with you. When you are already coupled up, it's almost the same thing. Maybe both of you decided to get some more advice to work on other issues in your relationship other than more of a financial thing. You're trying to get information on how to make your relationship better on a different plane, because your financial thing or whatever you build is more solid. Is something that you're not focused on. You're focused on other aspects of the relationship that you feel that could be better. One of them could be more of a emotional thing that you may want to get a deeper bond with your companion. Either your companion's thinking this about you, or you thinking about this, or you both are thinking about trying to find ways to have a deeper bond, and you're doing that by asking other people that you may like, your friends who are married who have a good relationship, or somebody or religious person who would give you the traditional way of how to make a relationship better. Or you could be finding information through the internet, or special seminars, or you could find special classes, or you could be going to an intuitive person to kind of look deeper into your psyche, or your boyfriend's psyche, or your girlfriend's psyche, to figure out what is tricking them off, so you can kind of capitalize on it, or kind to mold it to a better level, or kind of enhance your relationship to a better level. So let's get some clarifiers and see why you was disappointed with the Nine of Cups in the past. What wish didn't go through when it came to you pursuing somebody, or you in a current bond with somebody? Okay. You have the Two of Pentacles in the upright. The Two of Pentacles in the upright, if you're single, it's saying that you met somebody that basically kind of threw you off kilter. They could have, their attitude and their emotions about being in a one-on-one relationship kept kind of had you unbalanced on how to make solid ground with the person to get them in a one-on-one relationship. Either somebody in the past did this to you, or you did this to somebody in the past that when you was talking to them, you found them very kind of empty. You kind of found them kind of cold or not emotionless, or you mentioned emotional stuff and they did not levitate to that. So it threw you off and had you unbalanced in some way, because it was outside of the norm of usually how you would get with somebody. Usually you probably will pull their heartstrings, and that will be like the entryway of building on that to get into a one-on-one relationship. But this person either came off cold and it threw you off because you were suspecting that game to work to get your foot in the door to get to talking to this person more. But when they came cold, it shut you down and threw you off balance of you had to find a new way to get at them if you wanted to be in a one-on-one relationship with them. Somebody in the past did this to you, or you did this to somebody else when you was talking to them. When you are already coupled up, what it's saying is with the Two of Pentacles that this cold emotion that either your companion had and you um or you had towards your companion left you in some kind of bewilderment. It also would throw you into some kind of chaos or unbalance, but it had you more thinking about what jumped off more than something really catastrophic hitting your relationship. It was more that this cold attitude may have just popped up for some reason. They became detached at a certain point, and you was left trying to figure it out and how to get it right back in line like the way it was before this one issue had popped up and threw everything off. And that's all it means, is that this cold attitude had you second guessing what jumped off and what kind of shook your foundation in your bond with your companion. Either you was thinking this with the companion, or the companion was thinking this with you, with the cold feeling and being thrown off. So let's see what the last card is. You had the King of Cups. So for singles, this person that you was dealing with in the past was either a person that had at one time a lot of control over their emotions, or they knew how to express their emotions. What it's saying to me is when you caught that person in the past that you was talking to, you caught that person at a wrong moment in their little time frame, because they may have been hit with a lot of emotional stuff and they just shut down at that one period, and you just caught them on bad timing. Either this person in the past caught you at bad timing, or you caught this person at bad timing, because what it's saying is this person that you talked to in the past is usually a person that that usually displays good confidence and emotions within themselves, but when they went cold for a certain period, it threw you off. Maybe you dealt with this person before and one day they was friendly and they was jolly and they wanted to get with you and it seemed very interesting for you to get with them. Then when you went back for a second taste of it, they just became completely shut down for some reason, because to me it's saying that they was focusing on something else externally that was hitting them, and it could have been their family, it could have been your family, it could have been different things that hit them to cause them to be detached from their emotions when you ran up and started talking about being in a one-on-one relationship with them. Either this person in the past did this to you, or you did this to the person in the past. If you already coupled up, what it's saying is that your companion, whatever shut them down, you took it outside of their character. Basically, they usually is not that type of person, but something hit them in the heart space to cause them to shut down. Now, where is it coming from? It can be from anywhere, but at that time that you was trying to work on something more solid or try to bring in something more emotional in the relationship, they were shut down from it at a time due to many reasons. And it, just like the singles, you probably caught your companion at a bad time when coming with this new idea to help make the relationship better, and they just said, nah, I'm not feeling it now. It wasn't totally thrown off, it was just shut down for that one moment in time to it was bad timing to introduce something that could have been a benefit to the relationship, because your companion, either your companion was like this or you was like this, or both of y'all could have been at the mind state that the timing to bring in something more better to the relationship was just not lining up. It was not lining up the way you wanted to line up, even though your companion jumped out of character for that one moment, because you know your companion is more emotionally attached than what was happening at that one time. Either your companion was thinking this about you or you was thinking this about them. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and leave your comments at the bottom. You can thumb the video up or down, and I'll talk to you later.